Hello, I'm Andrew Ledet, and I am excited to share with you the latest from my basement lab. It's called Tended, and over the next maybe 5 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the site. Maybe we'll find some bugs, but the goal of this site is to help people stay in contact with people they've met through the years. One thing I've struggled with is continuing to nurture relationships over time. I've been fortunate to meet people in school, in jobs, in clubs, but how do I continue to nurture those relationships in a meaningful way? So the premise of the site is to help you do just that. And I have a bunch of tools that I built out, and I'm going to walk you through them now. So when you come to the site, tended.netnifty.app, everyone, for the first time when they visit, they're greeted with this. It tells you a little bit about our mission, and it's a little different than LinkedIn or Facebook or anything that is like a CRM trying to get you to connect with all the people. Instead, we're going to start with our memories. And there's a rotating list of prompts here on the screen that hopefully spark different memories from your life of people that you've had the fortune to know. And so when one of these sparks gets you, you enter the person's name here. So we'll say Al. And then I can say continue with Al. And what we then see is a simple message that automatically generates here, just a generic message. And this is proven based on a couple different research papers that very often we find we block ourselves for whatever reason, thinking that the person we are thinking of doesn't want to hear from us. That might be true, but it might not be true. And more times than not, people are grateful to be thought of and have a quick note. So this message is to help get that word out to that person. There are easy buttons here. If you click on any of these, it'll bring up a new email. If you click on this, it'll search for that person's name in your LinkedIn connections, and then you can click message. You can send a text. You can copy the message and put it in whatever message you want. And then you can just say, I'll reach out. If you do any of these, then our garden gets populated, and then you have some choices. You can think of another person, go through that exercise again. You could view your garden now with one seed, or you can explore some of the different tools that I've built out to help you. And here are the different tools in our tool shed, sticking with the garden theme. There's guided reflection. So if you want a similar path of different prompts, you can go down this path and start reflecting. There are, I think, 10 or 20 different questions in here, and you can skip it, or you can say, hey, yeah, I love that. Who was my first mentor or manager that helped me? Mine happened to be Kate. So I'd put Kate in here and add to the garden. And then we see that I have Kate in the garden. I can add that. If you want other tools, you can click here. This part, I was really excited to build. The Gmail piece, we're still waiting on. We need some approval from Google to get this to work. But what's really cool is if you want to export your messages from LinkedIn or from Facebook, or if you have a CSV of your contacts from your email client, you can upload that file here. I'm going to upload mine as soon as I can find it. So I happen to export my stuff from LinkedIn. So fingers crossed that it works. I'm going to grab the messages file and then my connections file, open those up, process the files. And oh my goodness, I've connected with a lot of people over time. But really intentionally, there are different buckets because seeing that thousands number of people that I met at some conference at some point is overwhelming. But what's more manageable are 4 or 5 people. So here are people that I've touched base with, but maybe lost contact with. I can check any of these people's names or add all of the names into my garden. And when I do that, they then go to my garden bin, which we'll cover in a second. So to get to my garden, I can go at the top and click garden. And here we see Al, my mentor, Kate, my first boss, and some other people that I used to work with or know from different situations. So if we go to my friend Al, here's that kind of generic message that I can fire off, and then I'm done. And then message was sent to Al. I'll go back to the tool shed once more. I'm working on these other tools as well. One of the thoughts that I've learned a lot about is Python code. So the other thing I should share about all of this, none of the information leaves your computer. None of it comes to me. It's not stored anywhere other than your computer or your phone. So I don't really care who your contacts are. The main focus is how can I help you stay in touch with the people that you may have lost touch with over time. The other thought here in this purple square is creating a little agent on your own machine. So this will create Python script that you can save to your computer and then run in terminal if that suits your fancy. The other is calendar reminders. So maybe you want to keep in touch with these 6 people. you can determine how frequently. Maybe it's twice a year you want a reminder. And you want that to go for 3 times. So that'd be 18 months of reminders. If I click on this, then I can save the calendar file into Google, or I can download the file either way. And then it should create a Google Calendar reminder on the cadence we picked up here. TBD, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So then you can create those recurring reminders. You can download it, all sorts of wonderful stuff. And then there's more information on the site. You can read up on the privacy policy, the terms. And then the last bit, if you want to learn even more, here's a blurb about the about. So the site's Tended. I hope you like this idea. I hope it's of value to you. If it is, please check it out. Again, the privacy stuff, it's all on your computer. I don't get any of the information. I don't want any of the information. All I want is people to connect with those connections and strengthen those bonds. All right, I'm Andrew. Love to look forward, or love to hear, or whatever you think about Tended. If you have ideas that you think would make this even better for you, please feel free to share those. If you find different bugs, let me know so I can fix them. But appreciate you taking a look and strengthening those bonds as you build your garden of human connection. All right, take care.